time you can see red salt here. If you want time, you can red salt will come out. Now you go, oh man.
Professor Wole Soyinka and human rights activist Femi Falana have criticized President Bola Tinubu's response to the ongoing nationwide protest against economic hardship. The protest, now in the fifth day, continues as Tinubu's national broadcast failed to address the protesters' 15-point demands. Demonstrations persist in locations such as Gani Faweyimi Park in Lagos State, Osun, and Kano, with protesters expressing dissatisfaction over issues like fuel subsidy, electricity tariffs, and police brutality. Despite Tinubu's call for dialogue and peace, various groups, including the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Nigerian Employer Consultative Association, have expressed disappointment with his address, emphasizing the need for immediate and tangible actions to elevate the economic and social challenges facing Nigeria. The ongoing unrest has also led to violent incidents such as hijacking of protests by hoodlums in Castina, resulting in attacks on churches and looting, further underscoring the urgency for effective government intervention. Joining us to make sense of this news is Chukwuma Okoro. Good morning. All right, while we wait for him to join, meanwhile, the organizers of the End Bad Governance protest have demanded the release of 1,150 protesters allegedly arrested by the police during the first 3 days of the nationwide rallies. In response to President Bola Tinubu's appeal to end the protest, which has claimed several lives, the organizers Take It Back movement, Youth Rights Campaign, and Creative Change Center have vowed to continue their demonstration. Tear gas and gunshots were fired to disperse protesters and journalists in Abuja, with several arrests made by security operatives on Saturday. The protest has also seen reported looting by hoodlums in Kano, Kaduna, and other northern states, with the police working to recover stolen items. President Tinubu expressed his administration's readiness to listen and address the concerns of protesters. He commemorated with the families of those who died during the clashes with security operatives and those who lost their properties to looting. However, human rights organization Amnesty International has alleged that the Nigerian police in Kano recklessly shot and killed protesters, including children, during the ongoing nationwide hunger protest. In a statement released on Sunday, Amnesty International reported that police killed 10 protesters in Kano, including children chanting for peace. The organization has called on Nigerian operatives and authorities to investigate these killings impartially and effectively, particularly in areas like Kauna and Kofa, Nasarawa. According to Amnesty International, the death toll of citizens killed by police during the protest has risen to 23, with 13 killed on the first day of protest, August 1st. The police, however, dispute these figures, reporting that 681 individuals were arrested for various crimes between Thursday and Friday, despite video evidence showing police firing live rounds at fleeing protesters. Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetoko maintained that police operations remained civil. Oil marketers have attributed the reappearance of fuel queues at filling stations in many states to the halt in petroleum product supply due to ongoing nationwide protests. Several states, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, had already been experiencing fuel queues for about 2 weeks. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited had blamed this on a hitch in the discharge operations of a couple of vessels. Chief Chinedu Ukadike, National Public Relations Officer of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, stated that marketers were advised to close their stations during the protest to protect these assets. He explained that many tankers did not load product during the first 2 days of the protest, disrupting the supply chain and causing shortages in states that would have otherwise received these supplies. He urged protesters to cease their activities, highlighting President Bola Tinubu's plea and his commitment to addressing their demand. Ukadike stressed that the resolution of these issues could only happen if the protesters stopped. Joining us is Chukwuma Okoro to analyze this news. Good morning, Chukwuma Okoro. Can you hear me, please? All right, moving to another story. The Igbo Biafra nationalists have urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take decisive action against those promoting the Igbo Must Go protest in Lagos State. Mazi Uche Mefo, IBN's convener, expressed concerns over the insufficient response from President Bola Tinubu and Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, criticizing their lack of concrete measures against ethnic profiling and discrimination. Mefo emphasized the need for robust persecution of those responsible for hate publications and speeches against the Igbo community, citing the dangerous parallels to the 1960s husbands not selling their wives. That these people we know there is hunger. There is hunger. He's nowhere. So we are here to echo it again to him. Hunger. Hunger. Whether they speak to us, whether they of each is stressing the importance of
Nigeria youth! Great! The solution of Nigerian problem is very simple. People are saying there is hunger. What causes hunger? Farmers can no longer go to the farm because the security is no longer in the farm. The people that are farming now, they are very few. But the people that are consuming the food, they are many. And the law of economics is this: when the supply is small and the demand is high, automatically the price will be high. So it's not a rocket science. We are telling President.
It's day 5 of the End Bad Governance protest here at Freedom Park, and as you can see, citizens are converging for the protest, stating the fact that what the president said yesterday cannot be held accountable, as there is no evidence of all the proven things he has said. Nigerians are still hungry. They are expecting a reversal on the fuel price in the country, as well as the decrement in the inflation on the country. Though the TIB movements are presently here to take up their word that they have promised people that they are going to give it back to the government in dialogue, to tell him the demands of things that Nigeria wants, that there is hunger in the land, such as the fact that inflation went from 11% to 37%, as well as so many other things such as tariff in electricity and so much more in the country. Hoping that the government will listen to the plea of people. There are people here that have shown the fact that they are graduates and they could not get a good job or any form of money at the moment. There are other people here that have talked about them having talent and the government could not even provide anything for them as a citizen. They are hoping that the president will hear the plea of citizens through this dialogue and do the right thing by the citizens. We're taking it back to the studio and giving more updates shortly.
So for what we are facing, we are not faceless. Every Nigeria is protesting. We are hungry. So instead of saying let your leader go, no. What the president is supposed to do? We don't know the center.
to pay the new minimum wage should step down, emphasizing the governor's obligation to uphold the law. The federal government of Nigeria has announced plans to establish manufacturing hub in the country's 6 geopolitical zones to produce essential building materials, reduce import costs, create jobs, and boost economic growth. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Musa Dangiwa, revealed these plans during a visit from the Yiwu China Africa Business Council. The government is seeking partnership with investors to fund, manage, and eventually return the hubs to the government. The proposed hub will be located in Shagamu, southwest, Aba, southeast, Warri or Asaba, south-south, Ajaokuta, northern central, Kano, northwest, and Gombe, northeast. These hubs will produce items such as roofing sheets, ceilings, tiles, and doors, with facilities including power, water, and housing for workers. The initiative aims to replicate the Chinese model of local manufacturing to reduce import costs, create jobs, and stimulate economic growth. The government plans to designate all manufacturing hubs as free zone, offering incentives such as exemption from import duties on machineries and equipment. A study by Bashida University in Ethiopia reveals that over 22% of medicines in Africa are either fake or substandard, posing a significant risk to public health. Published on the United States National Library of Medicine website, the study found that 34.6% of medicines on the continent are unregistered, with antibiotics making up to 44% of these unregistered drugs. The study reviewed 27 studies, analyzing 7,508 medicine samples, and found that 1,639 failed at least one quality test. The prevalence of fake and substandard medicines in Africa is attributed to poor regulatory oversight, free trade zones, inadequate registration, high demand, and substandard importation practices. The study aligned with a 2017 WHO report estimating that 10% of medical products in developing countries are substandard or falsified. In Nigeria, efforts by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, continue to address these issues with recent initiative aimed at reducing the prevalence of fake medicines and boosting local pharmaceutical production. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has mandated all tertiary institutions in Nigeria to disclose any admission conducted outside its central admission processing system. JAMB's public communication advisor, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, announced that this directive, starting from August 1st, 2024, aims to enhance transparency and fairness in the admission process, and also to curb illegal admission and prevent record falsification, and as institutions have been known to admit candidates outside caps and subsequently seek to legitimate these admission through the condonement process. Benjamin emphasized that CAPS is the only authorized platform for admission and that JAMB will no longer tolerate any undisclosed admissions. He also reinstated that the minimum age for admission into tertiary institution for the 2024 to 2025 section remains 16 years. Additionally, Benjamin warned against the emerging fraudulent practices of daily time, part-time, and top-up programs, which are not approved by the National Board for Technical Education or the National University Commission. These unrecognized programs attract candidates with low UTME scores, misleading them and compromising the integrity of these admission processes. Let's go back to Ojota, where we have protesters fighting for their rights and calling on the government to end hunger and, of course, give us good governance. We have Onidamola in the street of Lagos to give us more updates.
No plan, no engagement, no nothing. We never even recover from that one. You divide us inside band A, band B, band C, band D, band D.
Ma, can you come to us now? Okay, so we have citizens who want to react to the ongoing protest and the fact that they've been held not to protest this morning earlier on. But
Okay, my name is Udu Wisdom from Cross River State. There were people wearing green. They said that I should get out of here, and police were there. They even I refused to leave, so they now deceived me that people are up. And I went up. When I went up, I didn't see anybody. I meet this my guy. He asked us to come back. When we come, they are trying to fight us, so we refuse. So they understand the protest. What we are pleading the president, we are not here to fight. Please, just our demand should be made. Fuel should come down to 100 naira in the freezer so that we can avoid to buy. We are expressing our feeling. We don't want to carry gun and be robbing. We have talent. I'm a footballer. This guy have talent. Look at our graduate here. He is him here. Graduate. Please, they should help us. Things should go down so that we can avoid. Dollar should go down. Please, fuel should go down, especially fuel, so that it is to be easy for us to buy. Please, please, please.
okay, your name, sir?
My name is Oluwafemi. I'm in Nigeria. We are tired of this country. Our president is not reasonable. Yesterday he made a broadcast, but he did not meet our demand. That's why we are back on the street. A lot of Nigerian youths are unemployed, and once we go when we go into criminality like Yahoo, the same government will arrest us and put us to jail. Our girls have become prostitutes. We are tired of this situation. The president must address us. We say we are hungry. He was talking about what he cannot do for even 8 years. So we are tired. We are here on the street again. Our voice must be here. We are in Nigeria for that matter. We are jobless. We are tired. A lot of things is going on in the country. I went to Libya. A lot of Nigerians die in Libya. I come back by the grace of God. So this country, we need a change, and we have to get the change by force, by fire. A lot of Nigerians are dying in desert, dying in Ghana. Anything they do like this, they will arrest them and put them in prison. Nobody is supporting them to take them back. So a lot of things is happening that is wrong in this country. Shetima used 22 billion naira to renovate his house. Why people are complaining that there is hunger in the land? Tinubu want to buy yachts. They are just misusing our products. Our refinery is not working. Our crude oil has been sold for Chinese for 30 years. We are tired of this country. We are ready to make a sacrifice. That's why we are here.
So the final say is either for us to create our demand, or we are not leaving the street till we create our demand. We are not anything that I want to do, let him do. We are not leaving this place. We should create our demand. My other brother is a graduate. He's driving Okada now. Even my brother is not going to school. He's the sleeping of someone or a graduate. People call like illiterate. People that don't go to school. They are the one helping people that are going to school now. Imagine, even the police have. You just have small money, now you go to fee police first.
The citizens that if the president meets the demand, then the protest will cease. But if the president does not meet the demand of the citizens, the protest will continue until he hears from the citizens and do right by them by giving a positive response as well as evidence to every of the demands that they have made. Oyindamola Okusa, still for Voice of the People TV. We're taking it back to the studio.
Joining us in the studio is Mr. Okoro Chukwuma to analyze this news. Good morning. Good morning, Chukwuma Okoro. Can you hear me, please? Good morning. Can you hear me clearly, please? Mr. Chukwuma Okoro. All right, it seems we're having network issues, so let's get right to business.
Resources, natural resources and human resources. But all of
abroad. They all have their children at the forefront of all of the processes in Nigeria. The common Nigerian does not have jobs. If you don't have connections, you cannot get any good job in Nigeria. Even when you finally have a good job in Nigeria, your management of those companies, they are all just like the Nigerian government. When I was looking with this salary, my salary that they pay me in my bank account is different from the salary that I will see on payslip from Dubai. The salary I was receiving in my bank had a different amount. Salary payslip had a huge amount. That one I don't think the Nigerian government though. That is the salary management. And then they chop that one. So we're not only fighting against those bad governance. We're fighting against bad governance in all spheres of management. Whether government, whether industries, whether all levels of working class. Because the corruption in Nigeria is way too much. Therefore, if we don't pull it from the roots, we will not be able to see headway. Please, if this country they work for everybody, you said you don't let to enjoy yourself. So you don't let to wake up one day, make life easy for you. Is it only these few people that are less than 3,000 that are supposed to have all the goodness of this country? Is any of them more Nigerian than all of us Nigerians? Therefore, please, what you want in the house will never come out. What you want inside the market will never come out here. What you want in the office will never come out here. And it's like everyone. Don't be afraid. Before I came out here to protest from day one, they threatened me so much. They will kill me, they will maim me, they will rape me, they will kidnap me. All of this, they put my address.
Pleading with the president to address and solve the issue of hunger and bad governance. Now to business. Nigeria has secured $1.25 billion in loans from World Bank and the African Development Bank to enhance electricity supply under President Bola Tinubu's administration. The World Bank approved a $750 million distributed access through renewable energy scale-up project on December 14, 2023, segmented into three parts of different project facets. Recently, on July 31, 2024, AFDB approved a $500 million loan to transform Nigeria's electricity infrastructure and improve access to cleaner energy sources. The DS project, led by the Rural Electrification Agency and Lagos State Electricity Board, aims to provide over 17.5 million Nigerians with better electricity access through renewable energy solution. This project will leverage over $1 billion from private investors and partners, including contribution from the Global Energy Alliance, from People and Planet, and the Japan International Cooperation Agency. The AFDB loan will finance the economic governance and energy transition support program, supporting the implementation of Nigeria's new Electricity Act and Energy Transition Plan to decentralize the electricity supply industry and attract investments. In sport, World Basketball Governing Body, FIBA, has praised Nigeria the Tigers for their groundbreaking achievement in reaching the quarterfinals of the Paris Olympic Games, marking the first time an African team, male or female, has done so. The congratulatory message followed the Tigers' impressive 79-70 victory over Canada, securing their second win in 3 group games. After a balanced first half, the Tigers surged ahead in the third quarter with a 15-0 run, ultimately leading by 17 points. Ezine Kalu led the team with 21 points as Nigeria defense forced 26 turnovers, converting them into 27 points. Despite an earlier loss to France, the team has maintained a strong defensive identity, forcing 69 turnovers across 3 games. The victory not only secured their place in the quarterfinals, but also earned them global recognition. And that's it on the news update on VOP TV. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are at Voice of the People TV, and on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. Let's get back to the streets of Lagos, where we have people crying and pleading to the president for more.
Save us! We are dying of hunger! Tinubu, we are dying of hunger! How will a first class graduate in your country have nothing to show for it? My parents call me names every day! Every day! They call me names! Why? Because there is no good job! School, I have nothing to show for it. Look at me! I am suffering! Talking about my appearance, I am really suffering! The country is really suffering! Please, I am begging Nigerians out there, please, let us come together and exhibit our political franchise. It is our right. Our voice is our right. The securities out here have no right to harm us. Do you understand? Because it's our political right. It's our political franchise, whereby we have to come out on the street to tell the governor, the president, what they need to know and what they have to do. Not that they don't know. This suffering is too much. The prices of things in the market are becoming too high and expensive. Even the sick people cannot provide drug from themselves. The ones that are terribly sick cannot provide drug for themselves. This is becoming too much. I am using this medium to beg the president, please listen to our cry. Please, a lot of youth are graduating from the university every year. But I'm telling you, when you go out on the street, you will see a lot of poor masses, a lot of people that are graduates that have nothing to show for it. This is a real pain in my heart. I have to leave the house this morning to tell the world, let them hear my cry. My parents thought I was going to die, but I won't die. Even if I die, there is no problem. I'm doing this for the country and for many other Nigerians. They are going to leave the higher institution, roaming around the street without anything. This is so painful. Please, I am begging Mr. President.
Let him be
Yes, my ID card. Good morning, Nigeria.
is terrorizing Nigeria.
Good morning, Nigerians. I go by the name Chukwuebuka Nsemwa. I'm from Imo State, currently in Lagos State. Yes, I'm a copper. I'm an ex-copper of Nigeria. I'm an ex-copper currently, and one of the problems which made me came out to exhibit my political franchise is because of the lack of employment opportunity we have on the street. Early this morning when I was leaving the house, my mom was crying, my dad was crying because they felt that I will go on the street and die. But I'm assuring them that I'm not going to kill myself. I just want to do what I am meant to do as a citizen of Nigeria. Now the government is really not. They are not giving us the best. You understand? When we look at the employment opportunity in Nigeria, it is very low. How will a graduate go to school for 4 to 5 years and it's out without no job? Currently, they are looking at me like a useless person in Nigeria. Why? Because there is no job. I've gone everywhere to search for job, but there is no job in Nigeria. Why? This is my ID card. I am not faking it. I serve Nigeria with all my strength. I obeyed my clarion call with my heart, and yet there is nothing to show for it. I don't care if the police are around. It's none of my business. I am only doing my political franchise to tell the governor, the president, wherever they are, they should listen to the voice of the poor masses. We are suffering. We are hungry. I was supposed to put on my pants to let them know that I'm not happy. I just want to use this video to tell Mr. President, please listen to our cry. We are suffering. We are dying. We are perishing of hunger. It is too much. Please, I am begging the governor. I am begging the president. I don't have any power to tell you what to do, but you know the right thing. You know what to do. Please listen to our cry. Please, that's the reason why you are president. That's the reason why you are leading us. We are your sheep and you are our shepherd. Why are you allowing us to perish in hunger? Now look at lack of insecurity in the country. We have good security.
wọ́n kàn sọ bí wọ́n ṣe sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà blabla blue kò sí kankan tó sọ tó ṣe dìmú kí láàrin dìmú ní gbogbo kan tó sọ kò sáré dìmú gbogbo kan tó sọ kò sí kálí pé mo rí kankan dìmú ní kan tí president sọ lánàá bóyá kó sọ pé òkè o iná o àti ṣètò iná o ó ti wà ní ìwọ̀nba o ọ̀nà o báyìí o fuel subsidy o àti dá padà sí 180 àbí 190 o ẹ̀ ní rírò ta ẹ̀ ní rírò ta gbogbo kan tó sọ ìgbà wọn ní solution mẹ́wàá. Dans la mairie sí. Kéèsì ò bá dẹ̀ dé àní sinmi. Ẹ̀kọ́ wọ́n jáde wọ́n mú àyè wá ní àní sinmi. Fẹ́ẹ̀jà kí ni ọdẹ mọ́tò ọdẹ. Gbogbo ẹbí mímọ́ mi tí bá ti lè gbẹ́nu lé kan mo lè ti gbẹ́nu lé sí i. Mo gbẹ́nu lé òdò lé kéèsì àgàgún mo lè ṣe. Ẹ̀lọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ mi dáadáa secondary school ni mo wà ní mo lé deposit kéèsì àgàgún. Mo ti gbẹ́nu lé lèyí. Káwọn tó wá wà wájú ẹ̀ bá ṣe dáadáa èmi nìkan ọmọ jáde màmá gbé pátá mi kan jáde màmá nà sókè. Ẹ̀lọ́ ìgbà tó yẹ kí akínú ọdẹ lórúkọ mi. Ṣé tó bóyá tí wọ́n dún sí àtúntò ọmọ fẹ́ pa mí àwọn ọ̀jọ̀ máa gbọ́n yẹn káàkiri ní ọmọ èmi nàìjíríà náà láti ní gbogbo ẹ̀ àwọn agbẹ̀mí ọmọ no at this point no mind no we need
hearing me. God bless Nigeria with pig and honey. We have everything to survive here in Nigeria, but our selfish government, they will never allow us to reap the fruit of our labor. Why? I want to ask a question, everybody, please listen to me. Why will a graduate in Nigeria be suffering to get a job? Why? Because of no good job opportunity. I don't understand. Why are we suffering like this? Why are the government being selfish? I don't understand. This is wickedness of human order. Please, arise! Africans, rise! Oh God, oh God, oh God, Mr. President Tinubu, oh God, listen to our cry. Let there be change.
police force are suffering, our army are suffering, our air force are suffering. The other day we saw an army man that said he wanted to travel to his village. When we asked for transport money, they said the transport money is even beyond his salary. He said, let him go back to Sambisa Forest. Is he an animal? Is he an animal? They will now carry my brothers, all my brothers, they have family. They will carry all of them to go and be guarding money, just crazy billionaire. And they will now tell them to die in the process. When protests come like this, they will now send them outside to go and begin to shoot their brothers. Nonsense! I don't have time for any interview. Nobody should interview me. Announcer on Monday. Announcer on Monday. Announcer on Monday.
I die once. Also, I will. My family are against criminologists. No, do they read people? Madu Mabbe, what Mabbe 40,000, 35,000 on me security. 40,000, 35,000. If only Nigeria, if I would share, if I would have like this, why do? Enough is enough. What to get? How I share, enjoy.
If I told my wife,
to the graduates, check out, I don't buy the cap with this. A graduate, he must State University. Come together and exhibit our political right. Our voice is our right. It's our political right. It's our political franchise.
Teach me how to fish.
The prices of things in the market are becoming too high and expensive. Even the sick people cannot provide drug from themselves. The ones that are terribly sick cannot provide drug for themselves. This is becoming too much. I am using this medium to beg the president, please listen to our cry. Please. A lot of youth are graduating from the university every year, but I'm telling you, when you go out on the street, you will see a lot of poor masses, a lot of people that are graduates that have nothing to show for it. This is a real pain in my heart. I have to leave the house this morning to tell the world, let them hear my cry. My parents thought I was going to die, but I won't die. Even if I die, there is no problem. I'm doing this for the country and for many other Nigerians that are going to leave the higher institution, roaming around the street without anything. This is so painful. Please, I am begging, Mr. President.
Let him be known. Good morning, Nigeria is terrorizing Nigeria.
Good morning, Nigerians. I go by the name Chukwuebuka Nsemwa. I'm from Imo State, currently in Lagos State. Yes, I'm a copper. I'm an ex-copper of Nigeria. I'm an ex-copper currently, and one of the problems which made me came out to exhibit my political franchise is because of the lack of employment opportunity we have on the street. Early this morning when I was leaving the house, my mom was crying, my dad was crying because they felt that I would go on the street and die. But I'm assuring them that I'm not going to kill myself. I just want to do what I am meant to do as a citizen of Nigeria. Now the government is really not. They are not giving us the best. You understand? When we look at the employment opportunity in Nigeria, it is very low.